found this on Steam. Like most games we play, I find them on my Steam recommended page. It recommended this game for me, Cooking Companions. Oh, there's a little dude that popped up right there. You see him? It's a cooking dating sim with maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit of what some might call psychological horror. It didn't give me any player warnings, I don't think. Is that Slavic letters? I think it might. Oh, yes, something. It said something about being Eastern European as well. So we might see some stuff that just doesn't get translated to English. But 7 different endings. So we have choices to make, and they may affect things, okay? Okay, this game is not suitable for children and those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue? I will wish to continue. Children, click away if you do not want to watch something that could possibly have some gore in it, okay? I would say, like, more or less the same warnings go as for Doki Doki. Although Doki Doki had, like, content warnings and stuff. This one didn't give me content warnings. But easily disturbed. I'm not easily disturbed. I am big and strong. Hi, babes. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. How do I continue? Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. I can't wait to... Achoo! I'm sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. Get those allergies under control, Mariah. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease, we can make this cabin shine. So, you volunteering to clean, Gregor? No. Not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out and get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy. I'll tidy up around the cabin. We need to save Mariah from dying due to this dust. Hey! Allergies are nothing to joke about, Corinne. Allergies are nothing to joke about, Corinne. I didn't think that was not a joke. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Anatoly. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. He fully pushed up his glasses during that one. Roughing it is fun. Until he knows so much about edible foods, we're in good hands. I think the slime molds will be the most delicious. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Anatoly? I can figure that out. You can be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eek. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. Lab made you play DDLC? Nice. Slightly traumatized. Yeah, it's an intense game. I don't think this is intense. As intense. Just give me a weird glow. Can I get, like, something brighter? There we go. So, like, that's the white setting, but it makes it look pink. I don't want pink. Oh, whatever. I'll just be semi in the dark. I really hate that, though. Frick. Why can't I ever have proper lighting? I go through my life not lit enough. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. The very first one, yes. I still don't even know what that sounded like. No one clipped it, so like... It's like that, I think? I don't remember how Mickey Mouse laughs. Eek. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. There won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. I thought I said emancipate. Number 1 is Anatoly. Oh yeah, sorry Mariah. Got carried away again. Oh, they definitely have a crush on them and each other. They got the hots for each other. I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. Hey, Anatoly and Mariah are getting the food. Gregor is gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef. But what are you doing? Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Very excited to try your cooking. Alright, everyone. Let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Mariah, you're just gonna stay with me? Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor. The 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Corinne alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. Tutorial. Save the game. Right click or hit the escape button on your... Oh, okay, cool. Save. Okay. So I'll need to remember that whenever we get to a crossroads. Because we might, depending on how long the game is, we might go back and try to do the different endings. Cool. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels or to exit the title screen to view unlockables. Cool. Please going back to the main menu, exiting the game without saving will remove the progress you made. Be sure to save. Do you have any experience making meals? Of course. Butter them up. Of course. Yeah, I'm a great chef. I cook all the time. I definitely cooked myself dinner today. When I put stuff in the microwave. I did make myself rice to go with the stuff I put in the microwave. Yes, I haven't had a home-cooked meal in the last 2 days. I was being lazy. Is that so? Looking at you, I think you'd be good at serving up food poisoning. What? I thought she was going to say something like, looking at you? I think you'd only be good at gobbling it down or something. Like, call me fat or something. Okay. How can you look at someone and say, you're a terrible chef? I just, Double bad. I don't remember how he said it, guys. I've told you this before. The quotes are hilarious to me because I forget what I say as soon as I say it. So you guys will quote something and be like, what the fuck is that? When did I say that? And I'll have genuinely no clue that I'd ever said that before. Like the Mickey Mouse laugh, I have zero memory of ever doing a Mickey Mouse laugh. Okay? Hey now, hey now. Right? It looks like Corinne will remember that. Oh, okay. Anyways, go and check out the living room. Let's talk later. Bye, Corinne. You're a bitch. Corinne heads to the living room and starts dusting a little bit. You decide to look around the kitchen to find the ingredients for the meal tonight. You never know what you find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? The cupboards. The first few cupboards are empty. And it totally must have put the supplies somewhere else. Check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. Check the cupboard underneath the sink. Found a dead mouse! This would be a great gift to give to Corinne. You added the dead mouse to your inventory. What friend doesn't like dead mice? Put the dead mouse back in the cupboard. Corinne's not ready for the dead mouse yet. You notice the letter L engraved in the left side of the cupboard. What a fitting gravestone for the mouse. Okay, so you'd have to wait till the thing it runs out of options. There's nothing but cobwebs back here behind the woodpile. Thankfully, no spiders. We could eat spiders. Look at the wood logs closer. This is just a pile of Norway spruce. Norway spruce? The Norway spruce won't burn as hot as logs from an oak tree. These would be useless during a snowfall. Why are they keeping them? You reconsider your views on Norway spruce. It's less dense and won't fill the cabin with a heavy smell. Okay, well that's fair. The supplies aren't anywhere near here. Okay. I don't know why I have such a strong stance on Norway spruce. I mean, I guess it's just you gotta have opinions on some things. Check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. Check the drawers above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Corinne will find it appetizing? Does Corinne just eat garbage? Do I not like Corinne? Am I gonna try to poison her? Check the drawer above the woodpile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all your might. Oi, Kevin! It's time! Trumpets, sound off! Never fear, Onion is here! Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. Always merry, raspberry. Potato? Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. We're the Chompettes! Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secret Chompette recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. Unlike us, use the main room under extra procedure to save the game.
To celebrate, here's your first recipe card. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate. Meat free.
It did tell me on Steam that we get 4 vegan recipes, just like for the real world, from this game. Watch your first recipe.
If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Chuppets! Let's move out.
Okay. Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. You wonder if what you just saw was real. Is something weird about what this means for your mental state? Yeah! Yeah! Just a smidgen. Just a smidgen.
Double bed.
Double bed. I don't know how I said it. I can just say it different ways until I get one totally close. Do, 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 do.
Wee, cabbage! Oh, with Mary Raspberry. Sounds like kidnapping.
But only slightly. Hey. Did you find supplies? You shake your head. Anatoly lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. Why did he lie to us? None of the people that we're with starts with L, right? No. Gregor, Anatoly, Mariah, and Corinne. Okay. None of them have an L in their names. Maybe the last names start with L. I'm just trying to figure out who... Did they ever mention why we got to this cabin? Whose cabin this is? Why we're here? Corinne leaves you alone. You set a fire with some of the wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water, potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped... Okay, cool. I don't actually care about the recipes. If it doesn't have meat in it, honestly, I'm not going to eat it. And vegetables are definitely not my jam. Hours pass. Hours pass and I didn't clean that little cobweb. We're back! More firewood than you'll ever need. Found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty.
And if Tilly's burying the lead, we saw a red deer. Maria spotted it.
Yeah, that's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer. Sorry, I see the onomatopoeias there, and my brain goes anime sound, and then I make an anime sound, and I'm just like, oh, that was so. And then I cringe so hard just at myself. I'm like, I made that noise. I made that noise with my body. Why did I do that? No, you have to delete the quote if it's not me. That's the rule. It's only gotta be me in the quote book. I'm the special one. Okay?
That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here.
160? Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure they're all in the bathroom or something. No. Almost all of them were near the couch.
I was going to sleep on the couch.
That's where 16 of them were?
I'm not sleeping on that couch then.
Chrissy, wake up!
I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. Hey, hello. Gotta wake up, can you hear me? Wake up, Chrissy. I don't remember who's doing my jig. Do. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. You could share with Anatoly. Don't sweat it, Mariah. I could sleep anywhere, so I'll sleep in the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open, just in case any of them swarm the couch.
Thanks, Gregor.
Corinne and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom.
Thanks, big guy.
Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly. I snore louder than a lumber yard.
Ugh.
Sweet dreams, chomp. She's so mean. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. This tastes pretty good. You cooked vegetable stew. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. I'm still very annoyed that Corinne remembered me saying that I was good at cooking. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh, that's not his voice. Oh, wow. This smells delicious. Thank you.
You must be a world-class chef.
Corinne takes a bite. Yeah, she's not gonna like it. She's rude. Rude as all heck. It's bland as hell. Well, we didn't bring any spices now, did we? We just brought vegetables.
Corinne?
Tastes like every other vegetable stew I've ever had. So generic. Then I've done good. If it tastes like most other vegetable stews, then I've correctly made a vegetable stew.
Hi, love.
Could probably use some meat next time. I wonder where I'll get that.
Gross.
But
Gross. Meat. For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fragaria fresca, also known as strawberries, for some jam.
Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Why did these people all come? Corinne, most of them don't seem to like each other or Corinne. Like, these guys maybe are all friends. But Corinne? Why the frick is she here? Everyone laughs at Corinne's polite ribbing. Didn't seem polite. Seemed honestly pretty rude. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. I was actually thinking the other day that I should throw a dinner party and make some food for my friends. I was like, that might be nice. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. It was all a dream. Okay, so that was day 0. Day 1. First full day in the cabin. Love you, love. Bye. Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night I didn't even need a blanket. I was so cold I could have used someone climbing into my bed and, you know, warming me up. Moving on.
What time is it?
About 1 hour until dawn.
Will you two pipe down? Will you two pipe down trying to sleep over here? Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet.
We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better get a head start in gathering food. I honestly can't see the trees outside right now.
Gregor, did you see any spiders last night?
There was a small one in the bathroom. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Mariah turns a little pale. Corinne's messing with you, Mariah. Let's find more than wild sorrel today. If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout.
What's with you and meat, big guy? Anatoly's herbalism book stated there's many more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know, I'm not into meat.
I feel like, yeah, okay, there's a lot more plants out in nature, but some of the plants can be poison. None of the fish can be poison. You can always cook it to a point where it's no longer poison. Bye, Cherry.
That's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing.
Cheer up, Corinne. We'll get to observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today.
Sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries? I love blackthorn berries.
We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today? You nod. I will do nothing fun this entire camping trip. I will be your guys' little chef. I will make food, and I will keep a tidy home. I am a housewife.
Thank you.
Oh, Mariah, do you have a crush on me? That little stutter? That little stutter? I can't twirl my hair right now, so I'm going to twirl my little... the freaking twirls headphone cord.
Thanks.
Don't steal anything, okay? Why did I get invited with you? You obviously don't like me. Who organized this trip and invited me to come? I nod. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, and Corinne leave the cabin with a hop to the step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of chompettes to keep you company. Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice and then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? I don't want to talk to the Chompettes. I feel like I'm going crazy when I talk to the Chompettes. Oh, the basement feels like it's gonna have some stuff. I've got to go into the mysterious basement of the cabin in the woods. Absolutely nothing bad can happen if I do that, right? And this door goes into the basement. There's no reason to go into the basement right now. You wait for the others to return. What a waste of a day. We're back. Knock it off, Mariah. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not. Who knew the big guy would be so scared of... Shut up. You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Mariah laughed so hard that her ears rang. Tears are rolling down Mariah's cheeks. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop Maria from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? Wait, you're gonna die? Wait. You don't get it. It's pretty personal. A marmot killed my father, okay? Then please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of berries. We also found more wild sorrel. Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Well, I can make berries and moss, I guess. Everyone is looking at you for an answer. Decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. Take sorrel, but you decide on your specialty. Cabbage rolls. Just bring a large pot of work. Okay, cool. Cook. I'm just like scanning out to make sure it doesn't say anything freaky. Use your hands to mix thoroughly and decide to wash your hands after it will come off. Okay. Bring to boil. Reduce the heat. Sounds alright. Cabbage rolls. We got cabbage rolls! Mariah looks optimistic. Corinne looks skeptical. And Anto looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. Food! Gregor's never eaten before. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I can eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetables do taste better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible. It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. This really was something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. These aren't great friends. Oh no. Not happening. You settle in and go... Oh, not doing the dishes. Okay. Settle in and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Rude. Tomorrow will be another great day. Day 2. Good morning, everyone! Again, Gregor? Can you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but we used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today. You really think it will flood? Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Corinne! There's nothing to worry about. think Corinne brought us all here so that she could kill us or something. Like, this is a serial killer's cabin. It truly is. How long are you staying for? A week?
I think Gregor's right, Corinne.
Huh?
It won't hurt to prepare for the worst.
I think she's right, Corinne. Fail to prepare to fail. Anatoly. Let's go and prepare for the storm.
Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods and is better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes and I'll plot out a route on some paper.
Let me help, little guy.
Little guy.
Anatoly and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Mariah and Corinne are still hanging around.
You can't make everyone happy. Given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogues and scenarios.
I definitely don't want to talk to Corinne. I want to talk to Mariah. She's cool. Mariah is paging through some of the books on the bookshelf. You walk over to her.
There are some great books here. Which one is your favorite?
Oh. I like the crafting one. I enjoy a good craft. Some might say that I Minecraft.
Oh, me too! Metallurgy is so interesting. I'm curious about what alloy composition or cauldron is. I haven't seen one like that before. Anyway, great choice.
You think Mariah will remember that? Metallurgy. Your relationship is stronger. Look at that. We've been to couples therapy. We're working it through it, you know.
Didn't know you were so
smart.
I thought you were a big fat dum-dum. I thought you were so utterly stupid. I thought you had zero brains. I thought you thought your mom jokes were real. I thought you believed that pixies ate shit. Let's talk again later, okay?
Start to blush a little bit. You hear a cheer from the other room. Sounds like the two are wrapping up their meeting. Gregor and Anatoly come back from the meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Little man. Hey, can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright, everyone. We have a route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. Why am I not allowed to leave the cabin? Why don't... Especially because when we got here, Corinne didn't know if I was a good cook or not. Corinne had never tasted my cooking before. So why did they decide that I would be the cook?
Bye, Leah.
The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. What's that noise? Is there a radio? Huh? What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Huh? Radio? What's going on with that radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you'd seen before. It seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. Got the strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? Is the basement gonna be open now? I feel like if I go back to the basement every day, eventually I'll get in. But I also don't want to like waste a day. Bedroom.
Poor Anatoly.
Corinne's snoring is so loud she even wakes you up sometimes. Where do I sleep? Corinne and Anatoly sleep there. Do I sleep like on the floor? Because Mariah's on the couch and Gregor's in a chair. Anatoly must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up though? No, he wouldn't. Probably not. He waited around for the others to return. Oh, I can't actually inspect anything. I wanna poke around like we did in the kitchen. Mariah's back early today. Why'd you separate from the others?
Hey, the others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries, but nothing that'll feed all of us. Please don't tell the others. But I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here.
Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management.
Can you try cooking with a little less this evening?
I didn't have a choice the other times, right? I didn't have a choice to choose to cook less. Hi, Bob. You nod.
Thank you. You've done such a great job with meals so far. I'm gonna give myself a headache by nodding like that. You're very sweet. Oh my gosh.
Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Mariah will remember that. What did I do? I didn't even click there anything there, did I? No. Okay. Hello.
Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime?
You nod. I don't say much, do I? Strong but silent type.
Looking forward to it. Hey, you could hold cooking classes here someday.
Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. I like they're being chased. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar.
Do you have any sugar?
You shake your head sadly. Sadly.
Yikes.
Turn that frown upside down, Curran. Who knows what tomorrow will bring?
I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky at morning, sailors take warning.
So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome!
You're such an optimist, big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights. You can even see the snow on the tips of the mountains.
That rumble sounded like a dying calf. You look from person to person trying to determine who it was.
Oh, their stomachs growling. Oh, that was another one.
It's definitely Mariah.
Mariah! I'd recognize that sound from everywhere. Anywhere. Yeah. Guilty.
Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. Yeah, Mariah would be the first one to die of starvation. Switch your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? I like riddles, but I can't. Dust? You don't feed dust. Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up.
I got it! Is it hunger?
Correct. Yeah, I'm just gonna guess that. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. You crush the berries and you smell mortar and pestle sweating on some crusty bread. You cooked! Jam and bread! The bread's a little tough.
Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
But this homemade jam is to die for. Sorry.
No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks.
Mariah! Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal. But I got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. We're only eating one meal a day. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is riding on your back, and it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. It's so painful not being able to get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the waters. But it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what's on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. That was a little bit freaky, that little dude. It's like an elf. It was an elf. was an elf. Wake up! Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep. Yeah, I must sleep in the living room on the floor.
What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up?
It woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Ugh. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Can I not sleep? Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Oh, I had a horrible nightmare the other day. Jesus, it's not even something that I can describe to anyone because it was so unbelievably gory. But it was god awful. Jesus. Okay, that just reminded me of it. Corinne's snoring louder than a sawmill. I find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Anatoly sounds petrified. I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow? You can't steal big guy's optimism, Corinne. That was the growl of the stomach. Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow?
I give it a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow.
Based on what?
I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room.
Sounds like you're stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a Mook nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? Couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes.
The bookshelf has some great books on arts and crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust?
How did you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow?
It's easy. Take the time of year and multiply it by a factor of,
Mariah begins to explain the meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down.
It's similar to...
It's similar to y minus micro x micro I minus micro m equals 0, where... So the first thing you need to understand, minutes of exclamation feel like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it. Yeah. Anatoly turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin unless these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. Me too. It looks like we have enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs. Except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. Do I get to explore again today? You get out some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. Boy, what a jam we're in. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the Chompettes. I haven't talked to them since the first day.
Hello! Don't worry, as leader of the Chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big onion guy will try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. They'll think you're crazy. They'll think you're losing your mind. They'll eat you first. Are your plans going awry? Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No. Her business is now toast. That one's been done to death. Do you know how raspberry milk were introduced?
You tell her no.
Raspberry milkshake.
You let out an audible groan. Ugh.
Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope. Wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. It was so well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompette Comedy Competition this year. Of course. Not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? We still talk about that closing line, Bread. You're gonna do great this year. Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. Chompettes stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine. Feast and famine. Potato, I swear to God. Repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Life or death. That's right! Chompettes! Move out!
What a little fuck. I'm totally going insane. The Chompettes somehow managed to close the door on themselves, bring the crusty bread and jam to the living room. Corinne interrupts as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Corinne looks at the 2 slices of bread left in the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold in these last 2 slices of bread. Corinne is right. What the hell's the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough? For 5 of us? Wait, we can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left.
Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm no scientist. Sorry. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave without the floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day.
Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread.
Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until the storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we give it a chance. Anatoly, where are you getting that information for? One of the books on the bookshelf is about the climate here.
You're illiterate, so that definitely is a lie. I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying. I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he... I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants to think he's smart. But I feel he's just staring at the page, faking it. What do you think? That feels an important choice. Can he read? What are the things he's already said that can convince me whether or not he can read? I don't think that was the proper name for strawberries. What he said. I don't think. I have no belief to back that up, but I don't think what he described was strawberries. I want to believe Mariah. Oh God, it's so silent. It's so silent. There's no noise coming from it. Okay, I don't know if Anatoly can read. I feel like Corinne's kind of trying to divide us, though. I mean, he's just giving us hope, isn't he? That's nothing bad about that, right? But if we have hope, we might run through our rations quicker. Fuck. Okay, we need to be pessimistic.
You're funny. I keep pretending with those books, Anatoly. Brutal, Corinne. Found an old picture book in the living room, Anatoly. Let me know if you want it small fry.
Corinne? Corinne smiles at you. I guess let's call it a day.
Yeah. Sure.
Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 6 minutes later.
I'm glad you called out Anatoly's bluff. You continue to impress.
I'm trying to...
It's a shame Anatoly's sleeping in the same bedroom. I should have never let him be the one to share with me. I should have picked you instead. But what if it was just me and you? I'm sure we could study and squeeze in a few novels before bed, or something else entertaining.
You nod.
Well, we'll have to see if we can kick him out at some point, right? Oh, you'll have to tell me about that animation book on the bookshelf. Really cool pictures in there.
Corinne looks like she has a crush on you.
Let me know if you're ever free for a lesson. Okay?
A lesson on anatomy. Is that a sexual thing or like a cannibal thing? Like telling me how to chop up a body, or being like, there's pictures of sex in there? Corinne walks away looking very happy. You are definitely sure Corinne will remember that. Yeah, it felt like a big thing siding with her and calling out for someone being illiterate. Dude, that's just such a rude thing to do. Never call someone illiterate. Even if you know for certain. Like, just don't freaking don't out them like that. You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to sleep very hungry. Day 4. Do we have enough? I mean, I guess we have water. Is it rainwater? You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up.
And that's how fast a deer could run if startled.
Whoa.
Incredible.
Impressive.
I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal.
No!
It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly.
I didn't get an option to ration the food, guys! Anatoly leaves mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Corinne in the bedroom. Gregor in the living room. Mariah in the kitchen. And Anatoly in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? I think I want to keep going the Mariah route. I don't want to talk with Anatoly. Or Gregor. Gregor seems like it's not going to give... but does he have secrets? It gets so silent, game. Why do you go full silent? Okay, Mariah.
Oh! Didn't hear you coming. I was just double checking if there was any food we might have missed. There's a dead rat, but I couldn't get the drawer open. Could you give it a try?
You nod.
Great. While you go do that, I'm gonna get some more reading done.
I think Mariah will remember that. That I came to her. We're gonna talk to the Trompettes again? The relationship is stronger. Look how the hearts are lopsided. You see that? A little bit odd.
Later.
You give the drawer a hard yank open. Trompettes?
Hello? Is the thunderstorm keeping you up at night? You just need to roll with it.
Raspberry whispers so quietly you lean over to listen to her. She, her pronouns. Interesting. Raspberry whispers so quietly you lean over to listen to her.
We need to talk soon. Please listen to me when the time comes. Anyways, please don't let the others see us. That's right, Raspberry. Part of being a trompet is secrecy. Wouldn't want those humans to overhear our meetings now, would we?
Shake your head.
Good. Trompettes, roll on out.
You shut the drawer. So potato's being held there against their will. Definitely. Oh, look how it's bruised up. Oh, dude, they've been beating that potato. And Raspberry, I think, also doesn't want to be there. Cabbage definitely... Oh, that little pause after Raspberry whispered to me. I think Raspberry's going to be suspiciously missing at the next little Trompettes meeting. Everyone looks pretty down this evening.
Wish the rain would just stop.
You're all doing great. We must be almost at the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry. Oh, his face is like gaunt. Oh, baby.
Me too.
You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed with a growling stomach.
Wake up. I said, wake up! The rain falls nonstop again. Did you have anything to do with this? You don't answer her question. Always thinking with your stomach, right? You should reconsider. Maybe save what little humanity you have left. At least I tried. I won't have a guilty conscience by the end of this. Go back to sleep, monster.
Is this not the first time I brought a group of friends to this cabin? And there's been some, and we got stuck, and we got hungry. The heartbeat. You easily forget about Raspberry's conversation. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps shaking his head, calling you names, so you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. That looked like Gregory. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Yeah, you sleep more when you don't have sustenance. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear stirring of blankets, arms and legs. Mariah looks petrified.
I couldn't sleep.
Anatoly has bags under his eyes.
The storm is too loud.
Corinne looks out of it.
The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive.
Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look at the window.
And?
Couldn't see anything due to the rain. Great observation, Gregor.
I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed.
Corinne turns to you.
When is this going to end? I checked outside the door again. Floodwaters keeps rising. Unfortunately, we're going to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater.
As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies.
How close is the nearest town?
I don't know.
Didn't you have a map on you?
I think I dropped it when we were running after Gregor. When were they running after Gregor?
They had the map. They had the map the last night they went out. They had the map the last night they went out. They planned the route.
And they took it. Why did Gregor run? Mariah came back early that day. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Mariah and Anatoly go white as a sheet. I think Corinne stayed home that day.
How are we going to find our way back now?
We'll have to ride out the storm. Maya looks at you.
We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating.
The group stares at you. It will clear up in no time.
Maybe you're right.
The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. You tell Gregor is putting on fake optimism and Mariah is having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? I kind of want to know why Gregor ran. Why he runned. Oh, hey. I know you already searched the kitchen. But I had to double check. A fool's errand. I wish everyone was in better spirits. It can't rain forever. Right? Rainfall in this area can last days to weeks. Rainfall to this area can last days to weeks. You tell Gregor to stay strong. You know what? Thank you. The group is really thankful for your kindness. Gregor blushes a little bit. I always wanted to be the one that kept everyone in good spirits. But it's obvious you do that much better. Gregor is looking at you fondly. You're sure Gregor will remember that. The rain is pounding hard against the wooden cabin. But at least none of it is getting inside.
You tell Gregor to keep his spirits up and join the others. You call everyone together. They all look grim. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off of it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch. And slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Corinne is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops it in his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving.
Good morning.
Morning.
Well, let me check the rain has stopped. It's still flooding.
What are we gonna do?
Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right?
Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here.
But do you really think it will rain that long?
Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it will stop soon?
Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow.
Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. Corinne and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen or Anatoly in the living room? Think about everything you've done wrong and how you've doomed everyone. Talk to Mariah. Hey. Mariah looks relieved to see you. Okay, we got that 4 heart. How are you holding up? Better question, how are you holding up? Not very good. That's very sweet of you to ask. Mariah's looking at you intently. She gets a little closer to you. I noticed you didn't use any meat when cooking. You usually have to pick it out of the foods others make. But you respected that. Thank you.
Mariah's looking at you with admiration. Okay, she looked a little bit very suspicious for a few seconds there, if you noticed.
I need to speak with Gregor for a minute, but thanks again.
You're definitely sure Mariah will remember that. You got 5 hearts with Mariah.
You decide to check out the drawer again. You ask Potato where the others are. They'll be back. They went to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouse that created them. Or something worse. Anyways, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Things are gonna get worse from here on out. You have a feeling Potato is telling the truth. You realize some drool is lurking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You just get deathly sick if you tried. From the look of you, You need to retain all the water you can. From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With floodwaters rising and no food now, I think it'd be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Benedict equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to maintain simply maintain your current weight. The equation produces a number called the basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Stay with me here. BMR equals 655 plus 4.35 times weight in pounds plus 4.7 times height in inches minus 4.7 times age in years.
Should I whip out a calculator? Figure this out? I don't know my height though.
Got it? For fun, let's try it on someone here.
Mariah would last the least.
Using Harris-Benedict, she looks like she's 120 pounds, about 5 feet 5 inches tall, about 20 years old. Crunching the numbers, I think she'd need about 1,300 calories daily.
Oh, Gregor would need more calories. Okay, well, sorry, my brain was, okay. Yes, so she eats a lot less than Gregor.
That's being abnormally stationary. She'd have to lay in bed all day and night, just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death, and people tend to get up more. If she was being very active, let's say swimming through floodwaters, we need to multiply that 1.338 calories by 1.9. So now she needs 2,638 calories per day. That's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly, which you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again. Okay?
Shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. I don't think any of us can take us this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. He's crying. Everyone is silent.
I'll go.
Mariah! Fuck, I forgot her name.
Mariah! I used to swim all the time near my house.
The potato knew this was coming.
So I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters.
No! Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anatoly. You're blind as a mole rat, remember?
That's true, but...
Little guy, let me go.
Gregor,
Sounds good to me.
Corinne!
His arms are definitely the longest, so he'd probably be the best at climbing trees out of all of us.
No, that wouldn't be right, Gregor. Let me go instead.
I get that none of these options are good ones. But we need to find food or help. If they're asking me to pick, I'm picking Gregor to go. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand. Oh, we're picking straws. And the shortest will go outside to search for food. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths, so you can tell which is the biggest one of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anatoly? Corinne? Will it be
Looks like I've got the shortest.
Mariah.
It's okay. I watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for.
Just swim until you find higher ground. Then scout out the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken.
Corinne, Anatoly, Gregor, I'll keep us alive. I promise.
She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. We're gonna start eating meat tomorrow? The silence is deafening.
Goodbye.
The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear a yell about how cold the water is, and then silence. Mariah has left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun is completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out, dead to me. The little achievement. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair causes you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. You burn chills. Your burns chill with the wind. The guest looks behind her, and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out by their roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Day 7. Morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait? Corinne. How long? It's been almost a day since she left. And Tully and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wait. We need to wait, Corinne. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice? I'd be down to chomping some mice. Corinne. I'm sure Aunt Tully will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. Every waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much. I'm Corinne's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Aunt Tully just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Mariah will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. What do you want to do today? Gregor, Corinne, Anatoly, Corinne. Something under the floorboards. Hey, you don't have to lie to me. I know Mariah's not coming back. I don't know where she came up with her being the best swimmer. I guess the only one that would know would be Anatoly. Last summer, Anatoly would watch her swim from the shore. He could have been a lifeguard. Such a good swimmer. She never went under, but if she did, he would have pulled her out easily. Why would she lie about something like that? So, she wasn't a good swimmer, and she volunteered to go anyways because she said that she was the best swimmer, but Anatoly actually was the best swimmer and he didn't offer to go. Was she trying to protect him? Corinne seems deep in thought. Maybe it's better to leave her alone. You close the door softly. What was she doing under the floorboards? There's something being peeled up under the floorboards. I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right now. You would too. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. First one to go to bed means first one that we're gonna kill? You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat, in a completely different room. Are we in the basement? I wake up in the kitchen. Good morning. Corinne's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. Anatoly. You cooked meat. Where did you get that? You ignore Corinne's question. Is it Gregor? What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Did I find Mariah? Where did you? The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden, so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly knows what it's made of. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns, looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to his group as he devours it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. I'm going to read through some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Corinne leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Hey. Thanks for cooking the meat earlier. I was nearly passing out from the hunger pangs. Even if I'm a meat and a potatoes kind of guy, I appreciate the vegetarian dishes you made earlier. Mariah's a vegetarian. Mariah was a vegetarian. You really respected Mariah's boundaries. Thank you. Gregor is more dense than you gave him credit for. There's extras. Slip me some extra meat. Okay? Gregor will remember that. God, he doesn't even know that he's eating human meat. Dude, that's so fucked. I'm going to see how Anatoly is doing. Later. Oh, Anatoly's going to tell him. Anatoly's definitely going to tell him. I mean, I would. Would I? If you're in a survival situation like this, you're eating human meat to survive, and one of you doesn't realize that it's human meat. Like, you're so out of it, you're just like, oh, they must have found something. Do you tell them? I feel like if they're adult, you got to. If it's kid, definitely not. But if it's adult, they need to know. You have the bedroom all to yourself. Where do you want to check first? Finally, I get to look in the... Oh, what do you want to check first? I can check multiple things. Let's check the bedroom. Okay, the floorboard. Oh, I do get to check the floorboard. Under the beds. You look under both of the beds. Just some dust and hair. Gross. Decide to inspect one of the hairs under the bed. It's long and red. Has to be Corinne's hair. Inspect another piece of hair. It appears to be black.
Anatoly? You find a small box in the corner. That must have been your imagination. There's nothing but hair and dust down here. Better luck next time. You find a small box in the corner. Must have been your imagination. There's nothing but hair and dust down here. Better luck next time. You notice a bone sticking out. Is it a human bone? Nope. Chicken bone. Gross. The floorboard looks a little loose. You could probably try to pull it up to see underneath it. You're far too weak to pull up that floorboard. This floorboard should really be repaired. You wonder if you could repair it yourself. You definitely can't repair this yourself. Nobody's around for miles either. You look a little closer at the hole. You found a small sock. Somebody's foot out there is probably cold. Was the sock off the bone? Small sock is worthless. Why did you even pick it up? So that no one else could find it and realize it was Mariah's? Or someone else's? Oh god, it was like the previous kids? I'm assuming that I've done this to multiple people. Let's have a nightstand. Onion? Don't be a crybaby. It's just me. Onion! Was I just playing with some of the toys in this drawer? You're far too old to be playing with any of them. You're never too old for toys. Anyways, need to attend a secret chompette meeting. Smell you later. Onion bounces out the bedroom. The drawer has various children's toys in it. What's this? June 26, 1862. Another body of a child has been discovered within the city of Zakopane, with the remains stuffed into a barrel full of potatoes. The cause of death was identical to earlier victims, with significant blood loss due to multiple stab wounds to the stomach. This marks the fourth victim by the butcher of Zakopane in less than a month. Are the chompettes, do they have the souls of the children? Is that a FNAF type beat, where that potato was this kid from 1862? This cabin is around the time of 1862. No electricity. Cauldrons. Oven. Take the bloody newspaper with you. That's all I got. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? Calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. Fall asleep instantly tonight. I wonder if it's whoever you get the most relationship points with that goes outside. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply. Forge me a new eye, then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals. Holding it in front of his face, you can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest as the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. I feel like those are more than just dreams. I feel like those are things that have happened before. Day 9. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. You finally get wise, Gregor. Take a look at the window.
Do you notice anything? There were whispers there. The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Will Mariah make it back? And this might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m., I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. Is that Mariah whispering to us through the window? I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Something about a certain someone in the cabin with you? Yes. I sometimes hear her crying through the radio. But that's just a broadcast, right? I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Mariah. It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Anatoly? Anatoly's eyes look at you begging. Bring us another slab. Please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anatoly. There's a little smirk in Corinne's face. Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding to the boiling cauldron of water. It'll taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster! Looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck does when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth using the spoon. He isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over to Corinne. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Did she not eat? You gave her a full bowl. Did she, dump it on the floor or something? Corinne is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Corinne's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes? I think you should go swimming next. I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. Or forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after a few hours. Gregor is right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Let me sleep on it. Okay? No problem, little guy. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah. Something is approaching. Onion! Hey!
Don't be a crybaby. It's just me, Onion. Not gonna be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's gonna cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin?
You don't answer, Onion.
Please? Don't you trust me?
You shake your head.
Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie! The fun factoid of that myth, people actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing.
Who would believe that?
There even was a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyways, you know what smells like a raw onion left in a room? You! It's been a while since your last bath, right?
You can't remember.
Could smell you before I even came into the room. Yikes. So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving?
Onion has the same name, color as Anatoly. I didn't notice that before. Cabbage is the same one as Gregor. Corinne is the same as Raspberry. Mariah's, I can't even remember her name color. Maybe Potato.
I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous.
It would be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving.
Please? We don't need another one stalking the hallways. Tapping on the windows. Crying through the radio.
Oh, these are all people I've killed. You have the sudden urge to scream.
Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle a cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if she get on her bad side. I'm just kidding. She's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're made of pleasure slices, so I'll get skated around the frying pan tomorrow. Later!
Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. Day 10. Your strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack and add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food, all of those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by, the first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in the corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment.
Morning.
Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision?
I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside.
We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night.
So that's what that smell was.
Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision.
Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer.
You can see the glint of Corinne's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Talk with the Chompettes. Speak with Gregor. Chat with Anatoly near the basement. I haven't talked to Anatoly this entire game yet. Anatoly looks pale.
Thanks for coming over. Anatoly seems comforted by her presence. Gregor told me he heard Mariah. I'm sure Corinne isn't being honest with me. Have you checked at the basement door closely? Every so often, I can see her peeking out through me through the holes. I really don't want to drown outside, but at least I won't have her tormenting me anymore. You know what's in the basement, don't you? I think I know what's in the basement. Of course you do. How else will you keep us fed? Anatoly looks like he's going to puke. Please get away from me. Anatoly leaves your vicinity. Looks like Anatoly will remember that. So if I said no, then maybe he wouldn't have gone outside. Maybe that was my opportunity to keep him from going outside. Call everyone together for a meeting. Anatoly? You okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Anatoly? Anatoly? Have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Corinne's gonna be the last one left. I know it. Gregor goes next. Corinne? Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing. I can't tell him not to go. Goodbye, Anatoly. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Anatoly has left the cabin. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Corinne goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor's getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Didn't tell him you loved him. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear a scraping from the floor. Found you! You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference, get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the redheaded woman. Cabbage called an emergency Chompette meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? No. Does everyone look like a snack to you? I'm not giving you a choice on this. Let's try that again. Protect Gregor at all costs. Okay. Yes. You nod. It's the least you can do, right? You tell Brad that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today. I'll see you around. Brad hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small... You fall asleep, thinking about what Brad told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench your fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. We have more meat for today. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk? Or... You found some meat. Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to cook breakfast for everyone. Cutting each slice fairly thin, you brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Corinne runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now. You don't argue. Corinne grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh God. Already? Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Kind of sounding more determined than before. I'm gonna lie down on the couch. Try to keep this food down. Gregor calls into the couch, turning his back to you. He knows now. Corinne leans in to whisper. I'm glad Mariah and Anatolia had gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How'd you get so good at it? You tell Corinne. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back. And now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. That was the anatomy book she was telling me about? How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Corinne pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another? Why wait for him to come back? Corinne hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. Oh, she wants me to poison Gregor. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Oh, dude, you know I'm gonna kill him and eat him immediately? You're gonna keep him alive so that you can... so that the meat won't spoil? How far in are we? Day 11? Day 11, day 12? This is my first time playing it. I don't really know everything. I mean, I knew parts of it, but oh gosh. Will you do this for me? Why don't you do it? I need to psych myself up for what's next. This is my first time and I want it to be perfect. I don't wanna. I killed everyone else. I like that degree of separation when I killed the other ones. No. It's fine. Oh, she has a knife. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor, hi. Hey, Corinne. What are you doing? Untie me! Oh my god. This will be over soon, Gregor. Stop! Gregor has turned silent. You leave her alone, going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed and totally slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. Day 12. Wake up, sleepyhead. There's someone. Mariah's little figure is back there. Do you see it? You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast? With what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. It took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. You get out of bed and head to the living room. Yeah. Why? He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandaged him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Where am I? God, you're stupid. Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood, you would have noticed the pages I was you would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you immediately drown? You sink like a log. What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of it to go bad, so we'll have to eat that fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, I'm gonna start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey. All I wanted to do was keep everyone alive and together. But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? I don't think you should have let Mariah go. I'm mad at you for that. I'm almost mad at you for letting Aunt Jolie go. And you didn't tell Aunt Jolie how you felt. And I'm disappointed in you for that. Yes, I am. Oh. I wasn't expecting that. When it's time, don't let her torture me anymore. Please make it quick. I beg of you. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor goes a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabin, it chills me to the bones. Or what's left of them. Please, consider it my dying wish. Yes, consider your dying wish granted. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at Peace. And Ian? You watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. What in the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Corinne that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What is wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Corinne leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find the other remains. Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander. Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is. And I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now. So watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait. Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As the leader of the Chompettes, it's important that you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck! Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You've been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Corinne in the living room. Looks like Corinne's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? Have you seen the basement key anywhere? Was it in the kitchen? I can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen? You said to go look for it. Just turn around and get me stabbed in the back? Okay, no. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? Cupboards. You open a few drawers. They're empty? They must have been full of the dishes that are piling up. Yikes. Yeah, none of us has done the dishes. You open another. This one has a little dried blood in it. This drawer is empty too. Are all of these empty? There was knives in them. More empty cupboards. These would have been great places to store spare meat. You completely missed them beneath the sink. On the left side, the letter L is engraved.
Who wrote this? We already knew that. Okay. We found that on the first day. Behind the woodpile, there's nothing but cobwebs. Thankfully, no spiders. Actually, there's more behind the woodpile. Quite a few rat droppings. So there's a good collection of cobwebs and rat droppings now. You heard some rustling around.
Found her! She always picks the same hiding spot. Ah! You found me! Well done. As leader of the Chompettes, getting through mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompettes to push me through. So I guess you'll have to help me out.
Cabbage has joined the party. 4 Chompettes to go. What's next, Cabbage?
Glad you asked. Keep it up. You'll be a member of the Chompettes in no time.
You asked Cabbage about the basement key.
Did you forget about it? It's right in that nasty oven.
There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. It's gonna push me in if I look in the oven. You found the basement key.
There it is. That's the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one.
You got the basement entrance key. Oh, there's multiple rooms in the basement. Okay.
Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom.
She's making hide and seek far too easy.
Chompettes! Find Onion!
Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? Got no choice.
Found him. Don't be a crybaby. It's just me. Onion. Today, I'm sweet as a sugar cane. Honest. Wow, your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming a while away. Gross. Were you scared of the red-haired woman or something? You tell Onion the truth.
You tell Onion the truth.
Whoa. Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. I'm sorry to hear about Mariah, Antoli, and Gregor. But yikes. That's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right? I would probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, I didn't mean to be rude. I got your back.
Onion has joined the party.
Glad to have you join us, Onion. No problem. There's nothing else to do today.
That's not true.
I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud he can get. Bread? The one and only. Chompettes! Let's move out!
Onion is the worst. He truly is. Your party is quickly expanding. 3 Chompettes left. You're getting a terrible headache, and your face is feeling numb, and your legs aren't moving. Did I eat anything made by Krim this morning? Did she give me the anesthetic? Oh well. You do some timed breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. You suddenly feel a second wind coming on. Time to get that bread. They proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. Bread. You hear Bread come out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time.
Found me. Everyone's secretly favorite Chompette, Bread. Don't you loaf me? My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no, thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So, what do you need?
Tell Bread about gathering the Chompettes together.
That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember what happened last time? With Potato? I mean, we all chose to be in that drawer, but you're going against the whole grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs? Bread, we need your help finding Potato. Missed you, big guy. Come help. I would never let the Chompettes down. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you.
Bread has joined the party.
That's great, Bread. Glad to have you on board, Bread. Of course. Wait. Are you drooling?
All 3 Chompettes are staring at you.
Are you thinking of eating us?
You accidentally lick your lips.
Snap out of it. You already ate. We're no good for that. You glutton. Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy.
Did you put the anesthetic in my food? You stumble to your feet.
let's go find Raspberry and never speak of this again. I think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect. Chompets. Mosey out. The camera isn't where it's supposed to be. There we go. You have 3 Chompets in your party. 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor. 2 more to go. You go check out the basement door. What a crummy joke. Absolutely. Where is she? You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. The birds outside turn silent. You could hear a pin drop. You can almost hear her breathing. You feel the sudden urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me! Don't ever try that again! Surprise! Found you, Raspberry! Oh wow! It's very nice to see you, Cabbage! We wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry. Honest. We need your help finding Potato. Our combined Chompette detective skill says he's in the basement. Oh yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Raspberry has joined the party. 1 more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh crap, the red-haired woman is coming over here. Chompettes, let's hide out! All 4 Chompettes quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Corinne creeping up behind you. With a knife? Found you. You can see the knife out the corner of Corinne's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart piece by piece, just like Gregor. Corinne looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do? They said never to tell anyone about the Chompettes. She wants the meat. I'll tell her about the basement, 'cause that's where we keep the meat. That's where we keep the meat. So that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. You unlock the basement door. Thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner. Okay. See you soon. Corinne descends the staircase into darkness. You lock the basement door. Did you just lock the door? You block out the screams of rage and bargaining. Given enough time, they will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep. Day 13. You slept in today. The pounding is completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. You must have slept walk to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. The candle blew out, and the door is locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. In the dark, but you're not alone. Click on objects around the bathroom to get more information or find hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room. Okay. Oh! This bathtub is filthy. It will need more than a little elbow grease to get these stains out. You notice a note underneath the bathtub. May 4th, 1794. This notice shall serve as a summons to the Zakopain courthouse. You are being accused of the following crimes: public disturbance, foul language and demeanor, refusal to testify at previous court cases, refusal to agree to a search warrant of property. Your hearing is scheduled for October 20th. Failures to attend will result in your immediate arrest and penalties up to hanging.
Sincerely, Judge Constanci Louise. You take the court summons letter with you. Can I click in the bathtub again? Will it give me more info? No, okay. I know the other one's the toilet. I just want to wait.
Hello! Are you locked in the bathroom again?
You tell her about the candle being blown out.
Maybe you just need to try wiggling it a little bit.
You unlock the bathroom door.
Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Now, if you excuse me, need to conduct the next secret trumpet meeting. Later.
Quickly make your escape. Oh, I don't get to inspect the toilet. That's alright. Oh, there's the bone. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for one day. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. Wake up, sleepyhead. Corinne? Just your imagination again. Corinne can't still be alive, right? But the others whispered when they were dead, so maybe Corinne's dead. Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Some spirits move on immediately, others linger. And some stop at nothing to give you a heart attack, or get you to fall down a flight of stairs, or cause you to wander into an early demise. No way of knowing which one the group will choose. The rain has stopped outside. You decide to go take a look out the window. The floodwaters are completely gone. Corinne would appreciate the good news, but not after locking her in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Corinne's hiding spot was too obvious. You take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. Did I have any to begin with? Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. Day 200 and day 3000. You have a strange dream. The clouds have parted, the rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Is this another trick, or... Good morning. She's still sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get breakfast. Your food is gone. That noise was coming from the living room. Anatoly? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. What's making that noise? It sounded like it was coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. A cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this... I couldn't tell which one that was. You wake in a cold sweat. Day 15. It's rainy again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to the living room. You can still smell Gregor here. Should you have intervened with Corinne? Probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. It also might have led to your death. The couch is still comfortable even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decide to take a nap, which quickly turns into a sleep.
You must have woken up too early today. The cabin living room is pitch black. Pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. First note you ever received. Thinking about the messenger puts a smile on your face. Did I shoot him? Did I literally shoot the messenger? Hi, baby boy. Anatoly? See if I can catch him. If he's just gonna go back and forth. There's a book. Is that the necropsy book? You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my other letters, so I'm begging you. Please bring back my daughter safely, or I will get the others involved. I have left payments outside your door and will pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. You take the mother note with you. You decide to lay back down on the couch to get the rest of your sleep. That was the only time I was awake that day. Dude, I was awake for like 5 minutes and I slept like another 12 hours. He slept-walked again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Oh, it's you again. Tell me, in that first week with the red-haired woman and the others, where did you sleep? I slept on the floor. Well, I don't know where in the living room, but I slept in the living room. I slept in the living room. Think for a minute, came up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. If I can be honest, it was truly horrific to witness. Still nothing? You would routinely collapse in the middle of the hallway, sleepwalking into walls, or worse, going down into the basement. Can't believe you haven't broken your neck on those stairs yet. You seem to survive almost anything. Do I have that right? Except hellfire. It must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share that secret with me? Yeah, 'cause I want to know the secret. Potato's probably going to try to kill me with it, but I mean, I probably deserve to die. Tell Potato the secret. Wow. Didn't think you'd be foolish enough to tell me. I'm living longer than expected already, but this is good information to take with me. Thank you. Is that the right thing to tell Potato? Definitely not. It's a delight to watch you fall apart. What does the redhead woman have in store for you? You haven't thought about Corinne for a while. How many days has she been down there? 3. You do realize she's probably been feasting on the 3. She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. Go downstairs. Put an end to this. Not for the chompettes. Just for me. You head to the basement door. You quickly do your math in your head and determine Corinne will be dead in the basement. Oh, we're using the Potato's math equation? I don't know if I trust that Potato gave us the right numbers. I don't think Potato likes to help us. It's been enough days, right? But you don't remember how many days it's been, baby. I say it's been 3, but you don't, my darling. You open the door, prepare for the worst. It's the worst her being dead or the worst her being alive. It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Something is approaching. Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. You put Anatoly through hell. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them that disgusting hunger. All of that is water under the bridge now. Anatoly's down here. Come have some bread with us. They always try things like this. Their anger, concentrated near their grave, leads to tricks and traps. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here. Loaves of it. Fine.
Was that a bread pun? Loaves of it? Lots of it? And her name's the same color as the bread? Okay.
I won't stop you from finding others down here. One piece of advice? Beware of Corinne. She is ill beyond repair. Gregor will try to talk you out of reaching the room. Anatoly will try to talk you into leaving the cabin. And Corinne will rip the flesh from your bones. We'll talk again. Thank you for being kind to me. I didn't believe the whispers at first. At first. You feel Mariah leaving the staircase. You go deeper into the abyss. The walls. Down here the dirt and soot. Something is approaching.
Is it me? I'm approaching. Glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking? Another trap. Everyone's upstairs and wants to leave. Mariah was worried sick about you. You tell Gregor about the speaking with Mariah. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? You just stood there while Corinne took my limbs, doing nothing. Are you frightened by her? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when that light bulb turns on. Can you do that for me? You nod. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. That was enough to keep him at bay. We'll meet again soon. Beware, Corinne. You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. Anatoly, you're the last one. You want to pop up for a conversation? We have a quick chat? Quick chat? The air pressure down here feels greater. You're getting closer to Corinne with each step. Something is approaching. Oh. Thought you'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now. Tell Anatoly about meeting with Gregor. Oh. I was gonna try to see if you wanted to pick onions with me. You shake your head. Yes, there's no fooling you, huh? You survived this long, and now you'll need to fend off Corinne. I can't tell if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here. You ask Anatoly where Corinne is. Oh, she's just below us, waiting to devour you. Corinne's been practicing on her butchering again. Maybe she'll start with your arms? Down here, the whispers have told me about you. I can't even believe some of the things you've done. Worse than any war crime. So many whispers about those sorts of things. So many whispers down here. If it ends at the bottom, Corinne might be alive down here. But you won't be. See you again soon. You feel Anatoly leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right.
Look behind you.
The whisper just said, look behind you. You feel around the wall blindly and look at the light switch.
Hello! You've come so far. Proud of you. There we go. As leader of the Chompettes, I want to let you know we have your back. No matter what happens down here, just call out to us and we'll be there. Honest. Wouldn't let you die down here. When you least expect it, we'll roll with you. You can't sneak up on me. But sneaking up on you, extremely easy. Are you deaf? Raspberry. That was pretty cruel, even for me. Your ears have so much dirt in them. They could probably grow potatoes. We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? Circumstances have changed. I wouldn't miss a killing for the world. Just remember, down here, you can call on us. We'll help you out in a bind. And if you get lost down here later, please, avoid the room where it happened. I can't speak for the others, but I'd like to forget what happened there. I don't think we'll ever forget that, Potato. But thank you for coming along with us. I wouldn't call it a change of heart, because you've never really had one, Potato. You should have brought it down here, but I'm glad you're here to help. Wish I had a joke here, but what you did was no joking matter. That's enough. Trumpets! Let's help out!
Let Trumpets get in position behind you, ready for what's next. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Took you long enough. Let's end this. Quinn readies the knife. Do I have to use controls? So you're going to taste better than Gregor. Attack Corinne with a lunge. You barely land the soft punch. Corinne lunges at you. You start to bleed. Corinne licks her lips. Will you fit in the cauldron? Dodge this! Oh, dude, I can't even dodge. What the frick? Blood is running down your side. Oh, she has more hit points than me. Corinne licks her lips. It'd be best to watch out for that knife. She's trying to watch out for the knife, so you attack Corinne with a lunge. You barely land the soft punch. Oh! Corinne readies the knife. You're gonna taste better than Gregor. Should have kept the door locked.
Hey, as leader of the Chompettes, can't leave you hanging. All of us are ready to help you out of here. I see you've ignored my warning to watch out for that knife. Please survive this fight. We want to play hide and seek again. Chompettes, help out!
Cabbage has filled you with hope. You gain 5 HP. Corinne lunges at you. That's definitely not enough to keep me alive. You start to bleed.
Are you talking to yourself again? Corinne licks her lips. Will you fit in the cauldron? Hey, it's me, Onion. No crying down here, okay? Let me look at those wounds. Blood? Gross. Your eyes begin to water.
Your eyes begin to water. It's hard to remember which one I have to do in a funny voice and which no one's not.
What did I tell you about crying? You got this, champ. Good luck.
Onion's words make you feel a little better. But only a little bit. You gain 5 HP. It's an ideal time to talk to the Chompettes. Corinne looks confused, though. Looks like Corinne is plotting her next attack. I'm gonna keep doing Chompettes. Let me put myself down here. I don't really care who dies down here. You're both pretty awful. Good luck. Ted's words cut pretty deep. It does make you feel a little better, though. Gain 5 HP. Corinne is mumbling to herself. Corinne catches her breath.
Should have kept the door locked. I'm secretly everyone's favorite Chompette, but I owe all of this to my cousin Cornbread. Raziel.
You point out that Raziel was one of Onion's relatives.
Oh. It's getting harder and harder to recall any long-term memories. Is Onion my sibling?
You shake your head.
Oh. Good luck.
Bread. You gain 5 HP. Corinne lunges at you. You start to bleed.
Are you talking to yourself again?
Corinne laughs at you.
Won't be burying you. Always Mary Raspberry is a lie created by Cabbage. You know me by now, and I've never acted Mary. Correct?
You nod.
Are you going to devour the red-haired woman when you win? Or leave her corpse to stink up the basement? We both know your answer. Let's end this.
You feel a flood of emotions from the chompettes. Anger, sadness, joy, determination. Your bones feel quicker, like your reflexes are improved. Put myself back. The chompettes have imbued a second wind inside of you. You get ready for Corinne's next attack. Achievement unlocked. I want my knife back. Corinne quickly stumbles in the hallway, turning left at the end. Is she going to the room? You're hobbling after her, but the room is pitch black in here. The rot of decaying flesh is here is nauseating. You can hear the small echoes of Corinne's footsteps disappearing below, making this room feel enormous. You can't see their eyes, but you can feel them. You're being watched. The staircase in the center wides down, spiraling into the abyss. You're getting lightheaded again. Gravity almost gets the best of you a few times as you work your way to the bottom. Your shoes stick to the floor when you reach the bottom. The smell of mildew and something rotten makes you gag. You can barely make out the outlines of door frames. Oh, I didn't know this was an anime. Oh my god, best anime ever, nominated 2022. You head east, opening the door. You feel Corinne's presence close by. My little Mariah and Antoli and Gregor. Their bodies.
Back together again.
Drowned and dissected. The Butcher of Hope has returned. Where's Corinne?
Lost in the abyss.
Her rage blinds her. Ravenous. Completely ravenous.
She will never be able to move on.
Bound to this cabin by you, she will never escape. Those that die in the cabin are bound to different rules. Fleeting West did nothing. Victims will always gravitate to this cabin. Always find a way to you. You wretch. You abomination. You horror. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, Corinne. I wonder which ending that was. I note the 7. I assume some of them we die. I wonder if there's like a good ending where everyone... I doubt there's a good ending where everyone makes it alive. There's not enough choices. But maybe you make it out with someone. I'm pretty sure the first one that dies... Is it always Mariah, or is it whoever you have the most hearts with? Because I chose Mariah to like be the person that I bonded with the most, and then I think we reached 5 hearts, and then she went out to swim. Guillermo del Toro. Stephen King. Oh, it's all the people that they're inspired by. Markiplier. And me. Oh my gosh. I love it when they thank me in the credits. Definitely a good ending in there somewhere. Okay. Maybe the good ending is when I die. Because I'm obviously evil. And a stupid little witch thing that kills children. You hear talking upstairs. Thieves? You grabbed your flaying knife and silently go up the stairs. You'll eat well tonight. The 4 look completely shocked at the sight of you. She doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. We've been lost for a few days. Your cabin is the only hut we've seen out here. Can we stay here for a few nights? You clear your throat and ask the questions you've asked thousands of times. Did you come on your own free will? Or were you sent? We were technically sent. And we came on our own free will. The one looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. You may stay in my cabin until you're ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you, as they should be. Wasn't that trail steep? Yeah. The group finally returns to normal. It's forced, but they attempt to save face. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. He's illiterate. Did I click on him? Didn't mean to. Selena? Mina, check it out. Oh, that's strawberry and cabbage. A cabin? All the way out here? What about that psychopath? We lost him a few kilometers ago. Don't worry. Doesn't look like anyone's home. Hello? Come on, Rhina. Sun is setting. Let's take shelter here just for the night. You sure that's a good idea, Selena? Of course. Front door has a few different ways to lock it. Should keep him at bay if he shows up. Hope there's some snacks in here. Bullock. I guess we don't have a good choice. We'll head back to Zacopane in the morning. Don't worry about it. It's just for one night. You decide to join up with your friends inside. Did you lock the door? All set. Could you see him out the window? No, he probably went back to town. Is anyone here? No. Yelled and stomped around. Nothing. Am I Rhina? This cabin's abandoned. Let's stay here tonight. What? Relax. It's gonna be freezing outside tonight, so it's either him or us. Let's avoid making a fire. Don't want him to see us in the distance. No fire? There's blankets in the bedroom. We'll be fine, Oleg. This cabin chills me to the bones. We'll need him. Whenever Bullock gets nervous, he tells a joke to break the tension. Got one of Raziel's classics for you. What do you call a snowman's kids? Children! Let's split up and search the camp. See if you can find any food for us to eat tonight. I'll take the bedroom. Leave the living room to me. By now, I'll search the kitchen. No need to help me. You sure? Of course. I know exactly where to look first. I got the Zacopane Junior Baker Award, remember? Selena. Alright, everyone. Let's move out! Help the team by searching the cabin for supplies. Your bond with Cecilia, Oleg, and Bullock is unbreakable. Focus on exploring the cabin.
You only get one choice, so choose wisely. We are Rhina. Who do you want to help out first? Selena. She's the leader. Let me help, Selena. Only if you insist. What area do you want to search first? The countertops. Oh, wow, this mortar and pestle's got a lot of use. What's that? Mortar and pestle? It's a cooking tool used to grind herbs, plants, and seeds. You haven't seen one of these? No. Let's go over to Oleg's house sometime. His grandma has one. Sounds good. Inspect the hanging herbs above the sink. What about these herbs? Are they edible? Don't touch those! Whoa, why not? They're ancient. We'll probably turn to dust if you touch them. Belek will probably still eat the dust, though. Rhina! Did you check the cupboards next to the dried herbs? No. You notice a meat cleaver sticking out of a butcher block. You equipped the meat cleaver. Empty. Did someone rob this cabin? Whoa! What's with the meat cleaver, Rhina? You like it? I stole it from the butcher's block. You're freaking me out. Put that back. Put the meat cleaver back. He could still be outside, Selena. Rhina, we lost sight of him. Put the meat cleaver back. Don't worry, we'll stay upstairs close to it, just in case. Besides, it would scare Oleg too much. True. You begrudgingly put the meat cleaver back. These dishes are disgusting, right? It looks like the insects ate whatever food was left over. Thick dust in them, too. This must have been left out for quite some time. Whoever owned this cabin must have been extremely lazy. Yep. I think we checked out everything on the countertops right now. Time to search something else. Okay. You search inside the cauldron first. Find anything? Just some disgusting slop at the bottom. This cauldron is almost as big and heavy as your coat. Selena. You're covered for fall and winter now. Saves my family a trip to Zekapane Market. Right? You look inside the oven. Bone fragments? Selena, found some bones. Chicken bones? Selena looks at the discovered bones. Too big to be chicken. I'm not sure. It looks like it came from the same animal, but the sizes are different. Young and old skeletons? Correct. Put these back, though. It's grossing me out. Place the bone fragments back to the oven. You notice a deep char at the back of the oven. Like something was smashed against the wall and left to burn against it. Like someone was pushed in. Something alive crammed into this oven? This oven reminds me of the ones you used in Zekapane. But the bricklaying is much more advanced. Maybe it's time to check out Bolek and Oleg? One more look can't hurt. You look around the base of the cauldron. Oh, I fucking clicked through it! I meant to click on it to see it! You take the creepy note with you. Check this out, Selena. Did a kid write this? Not sure. Either it was a kid or an adult who didn't do well in school. What fence are they talking about? I didn't see any fence outside. The weird question is what the hell the secret is. Or who was brought here. Right. The note you found sounded pretty disturbing. Maybe it's time to check on Bolig and Oleg. I think we've checked everything everywhere, Selena. You're right. Rats! Did you check under the sink? You look underneath the sink. Nothing. Feels strangely cold underneath. Nothing. Alright, let's see what Bolig and Oleg has found. Rhina? Let's mosey out! Too much pesky, Rhina? You napping? No, just staring at the clouds. Oh yeah? The drowning of Marzana is in a few minutes. Let's burn that witch and throw her in the river. I heard you're the one tasked with the burning. You know how to shoot an arrow that's on fire, Selena? Duh! You can bring the green branch to the village to see her, Rhina. I got that witch. Alright, time to get up and get your head out of the clouds. Selena takes you down to the river. Downstream is the witch Marzana, made of straw and sticks. Her wooden raft won't catch fire easily. Have to aim for the body. Selena fires 3 flaming arrows at Marzana's raft, but nothing connects. When you finally catch up to it, the effigy has fallen down into the water. Help me fish this out, Rhina. The weight of it is surprisingly light. Thought it was bad to touch the effigy after trying to drown it. It's just an old superstition, Rhina. Need to burn, then drown to complete the ritual. Gross. Marzana, Marzana, swim across the seas. Let all the flowers bloom and make the fields turn green. What the hell are you two doing? Helping Marzana back in her feet, Oleg. She's like, come help her get us back to the others. I'm not touching that. Oleg. Thankfully, none of the adults caught you messing around with the effigy. But while Oleg was yelling at you, it felt like you were being watched. Across the river, you see a strange man pretending to skip stones. His greasy hair shines in the sunlight. Some of the oils are smeared on his vest. He opens his mouth in an awkward smile, his teeth jagged and uneven. Walking away clumsily, he heads in the opposite direction of the festival, right into the forest. You head over to meet up with Bullock and Oleg. Okay, team, find anything? Just some old toys in a drawer, really old toys. Bullock? I found his toy boat under the couch. Let me see that. Gurren made this boat for him. Raziel was here. Raziel. The one and only. Could he still be alive here? Oh, we're gonna go check the room. Is Raziel the potato? Must be. See him again? Whipping Grandma back from the brink. We have to find him. Agreed. Crew, we need to search his cabin top to bottom. Let's find Raziel and bring him back to Psychopane. You got it, Celia. Blick, Oleg, come with me. Let's look around outside. Rhina, look around the cabin and try to find clues to where Raziel is. That psychopath could still be outside in the woods. If you hear any of us yell or scream, find us. Okay? Of course, Selena. Thanks. We'll be listening for you as well. I'll be fine. Crew, let's move out. Selena, Bullock, and Oleg leave you to search the cabin. Who's there? Nothing replies back. It sounded like it was coming from the kitchen. You walk over to investigate. Hello? Oh, the cabinet is open. Et là, je suis de cabana? No? Votre este elemento en peligro, sire logo de ese lugar a malediscoa de do et nunca volte. I don't speak whatever that language is. It's definitely, I don't know, something similar to Spanish. Ella me pegó y me separó de mon père. She took me and separated me from my friends. Por todo el océano y me truxa para aquí. Elle va devorer todo votre. She's gonna eat all of you. Fujam, Siam. Run? No, she's gonna eat all of you. I'm sorry, I don't understand what she's saying. Et le noir follow pour une mutir bien. You deviez para de ficar tagarelando. Something quickly? Tagarelando? Maybe? Aquí. Pega ise. Iso. Drawing is pushed out the cabinet. Elle fez algún descendos antes de morir. De hizo para os parentes de le que sobrevivían. I didn't get that. I said that she's. The only thing that I got was that she's going to devour us all. The basement door. Looks like someone used a piece of coal to draw this. Are these bars of a cage? Staring at a door. Take the cage drawing with you. Well, there's a bird cage in the bedroom. Echo que ese es adiós. Probablemente nunca me vamos cruzarnos a camino. None of us will make it out? Something like that? Maybe? Maybe? Selena? Oleg? Bullock? No reply. Rena! We saw something weird down the hill. Looked like an old fence with bones all over the ground. Is this the Baba Yaga? Is this the Baba Yaga? There's a couple defining characteristics that I know about the Baba Yaga, and they're probably not the most reliable ones, but a fence made out of bones?
It says, well, bones next to the fence, but fence bones. It's Baba Yaga shit.
Could have been animal skulls, but couldn't tell from that distance. Heard some weird whispering before we got to the front door. Find anything? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Strange whispers coming from under the kitchen sink. Whispers?
Was it a ghost, Rhina?
I'm not sure. I couldn't understand any of the words.
Ghost, Bullock attempts to light the mood a little bit. Got another one of Raziel's jokes for you. What a ghost like pouring over their food.
Black.
Give up? Gravy!
It's probably just the creaking of the cabin, Rhina. No such thing as ghosts. It seemed pretty real, Selena. Well, if you see it again, let me know. That fence outside was absolutely terrifying. We can't let our guard down here.
Yeah.
Can we not split up anymore? I'm scared of getting separated now. Of course, Oleg. We're a team, and teams stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine. Feast and famine. You're right, Selena. I just don't want to lose any of you. Like Raziel. That won't happen when we're together, Oleg. But like, you're a night owl. Can you stay guard while we sleep?
Of course.
Thanks, Bolek. Oleg and I will take the bedroom. You okay with the living room? Yeah. Thank you, Bolek. Wake us up if you hear or see anything. You got it.
Oleg and Selena head to the bedroom, opening the door fully behind them. You lay down on the couch quickly and fall asleep. You close your eyes but cannot stop thinking about the butcher Zakopane. His third victim probably had it the worst, stabbed in the stomach like the other two, but this one was different. The body was missing both ears, so investigators concluded it was a copycat to the series of grisly murders from years ago. What kind of person would take someone's ears? The victim's family and neighbors searched the murder scene top to bottom in the alleyway outside. All they could find was a broken window that the butcher used to gain entry. It was a mystery that no one in Zakopane could solve. So Selena, Oleg, Bullock, and you teamed up to find the killer. Selena was naturally the leader, plotting out vantage points on dusty maps her grandfather had. Bullock brought snacks, and what he called emergency rations, which was usually crusty bread from his pocket. Oleg was able to get investigation tips from his grandmother, a former detective, but only after telling her to find Raziel. Your investigations lasted more than a year, often getting to crime scenes quicker than town investigators. You have a strange dream. You found the body early, so early the blood is still leaving the body. The greasy-haired man makes eye contact with you, wiping the knife on his vest. You look for a way to escape, but you're trapped in the alleyway. He slowly walks towards you, forcing a laugh that comes out in unnatural staggered segments. As he gets closer, you notice his pupils are absolutely enormous. As he brings the knife up, his face peels apart by the lips, screeching in pained agony. You wake in a cold sweat.
Wake up, everyone. But like it's like 3 a.m. I heard something outside. Was it one of those crows? They never shut up. It's him. Huh? Selena? It's him. What's the plan?
Selena makes the group secret hand signal, only whispering is loud now.
Oleg, eyes on the doors and windows. If he makes inside, run out the front door or downstairs. Downstairs? What if there's less room down there? Then we need to manipulate the lights down there. Find the light bulb pulley, and he gets close, turn off the lights. He's got that knife, so run for the front door when there's an opening.
What if there's no working light down there?
Our eyes can see better in the dark than him. We can run circles around him while he's blind down there. He has to stand a chance.
Don't catch your chickens before they hatch, Oleg.
Bullet, can you outrun him?
Of course. Anna, do you see anything out the window? Someone should get the butcher knife. The rain hasn't started yet, but you can see storm clouds in the distance. Maybe it'll get too muddy for him? Unless he's coming through one of the windows. The window glass is thick. If you tried to break it, everyone would hear it. Whoever built this cabin was definitely here for the long haul.
See anything, Rhina?
Nothing.
While keeping watch, I found this in the bedroom. Here. Meat. Meat. What the hell is this?
The little boy's cage drawing.
Did Raziel make this? It had to have been him. We found the body stuffed into the barrel. The creep saw us and ran. Who would do something like that?
A monster?
That's right, Rhina.
That was the last time we saw him.
What's that noise?
That's someone breaking into the cabin, little boys. You said whispers only, and then you'd stop whispering. Get to the staircase now!
As you enter the staircase, you see him standing by the front door. He wipes his eyes with his sleeve, completely drenched from head to foot. He attempts to smile, but looks completely out of character. You slow down your breathing, making it to the staircase safely. Selena takes out the basement key, locking the door behind you. There, that should slow him down. Rhina, can you lead? Of course, Selena. Wow, he's determined. Alright, we'll be right behind you. You begin your descent. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a very strong door. We're gonna come into more ghosts? Let's play Ghosts in the Graveyard tonight. It's too dark out. What if one of the adults catches us? We're faster than them. Rhina, you going to be the ghost first? Why me? Because your eyes can see in the dark the best. The perfect ghost. Selena. Sure, I'll go hide first. Hey, Oleg? Yeah? You were slower than Bullock with a stomach full of herring last time. Pick up the pace this time. Trust me, won't happen again. Nobody trusts you, Oleg. Everybody laughs. You hide behind some equipment at the sawmill. It takes the group 2 hours to find you. By the time Selena yells Ghosts in the Graveyard, you've already tagged Bullock and Oleg. You're too fast, Rhina. Nobody sneaks up on me. Nobody. Rhina? What's going on? Nothing. Just remembering something. Bullock and Oleg went ahead. There's no time for this. We need to go. You snap out of it and begin your descent. He must be searching for the key. What an idiot. He must be furious to be causing that much damage. Oleg, you find a light switch down there? Yes. Get in position. We'll be right down. That locked door is keeping him busy. That door is pretty old, though. Did you see the holes in it? He's coming down. Run! Your eyes strain to see further down the staircase. You can't hear him. Rhina? You have someone special to introduce you to. Raziel, come on out. Don't be shy, Raziel. Rhina won't bite. Nice to meet you. I'm Rhina. It's okay. Your cousin is great, Bullock. Just wait, everyone. Give him a little time. He has the world's best puns. He remembers every single one Grandma told him. Grandma bought me this book. So they are related. Bread and onion. Raziel, this is 500 pages long. Yeah. Everyone laughs with Raziel, enjoying a nice meal together with Bullock's family. Raziel tells countless pun jokes. Bullock howls with laughter, and the adults shake their head in agony. His joy is infectious, making Zakopane a better city for everyone. Except for one. Rhina is slowing down again. Selena. Raziel. What about him? I keep remembering him. I see. Crew, let's keep going. You continue downward. What the hell is this? What?
The room where it happened. Sorry, it's the little achievement.
Glare isn't working. The cages. No time for a weapon here. Let's keep going down. I can see a light further down the staircase.
Oh yeah, there's the circle staircase. Okay.
Your shoes stick to the floor at the bottom. You can barely make out the light to the door at the right. East? There's 3 other doors, north, south, and west. Selena tries the door to the north first. Locked! This room is tiny. How are we going to get around him? Don't be scared. Let's try the doors and see if we can lock it from the inside. Which way, Rhina?
We went east last time. South is completely unknown. West, they said something about west and I can't remember. I'd rather go to unknown.
Locked. The door handle feels oddly warm. West. Locked.
Fuck. Okay.
Locked. Door handle feels oddly warm.
Locked. Okay. I was wondering if maybe it was the thing was like, oh, it wasn't locked at all. Like the thing with the bathroom door earlier.
East. You, Selena, Oleg, and Bullock throw open the door, turning around to see him. Oh, I look cute. Look at that giant coat. Leave us alone! You left the knives upstairs. It's 4 against 1. Leave with your life. Say hi to Raziel for me. Is someone coming and save them? Rhina? Did Rhina keep the knife? Did Rhina kept the knife? Why? Why? You shut the drawer. Cabbage! Onion! Bread! They're being held back by their human emotions. They'll need a few months more at the very least. I'm in no rush. Let us leave. Now! You shut the drawer. I'd like to explore the cabin. See where those whispers are coming from. Can I leave the drawer? You nod. Thank you. Want to come with, Raspberry? I'm going nowhere with you! Poor Raspberry. Welcome! We've done a few annual Chompette comedy competitions since last time. Want to be the judge this year? Ignore them. Found some fascinating stuff by using the mouse holes. I need you to explain what the hell this is.
Well, that's just a lovely drawing. For my art class.
Were you fattening him up? Or were you scaring the hell out of him while you hesitated?
You take the basement drawing with you.
I will never forgive you for this.
You shut the drawer.
It's time! Chompettes, sound off! Never fear, Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. Always merry, Raspberry. Potato? Potato? You have nothing to give me now. Leave me alone. This is the only way to escape, Potato. We need to leave at the same time. I'm not leaving the cabin. Potato, please. Potato, we want to see No. Cabbage tries whispering. You can clearly hear every word. They can release us. Just play along and maybe they'll pity us. Yeah? I'm not working with them. But right now, I pity them. Just an old, disgusting, foul-smelling. That's enough! Potato's words cause a regression to stir inside of you. Keeping these intruders around might be entertaining for now. You slide the door closed, giving them time to stew on their thoughts. Chompette's origins.
Dude, how many little stories are there? If there's another one, we're not going to be able to do it tonight. But that was cute. The Jaren Chris reminds me of Darren Chris every time I see it. I'm like, Darren Chris! Oh my god, from Glee? And I'm like, no, it's a different person. I don't think he's composing video game music at the moment. Although, Darren Chris, if you ever wanted to, I would learn how to develop video games for you. If you ever wanted to compose music for one. Special thanks to the Game Theorists, the Food Theorists, Matt Pat. Yeah, I know that he made a video on it. I'm just going over the ones that I can. Everyone that made a hashtag cooking pans TikTok. Yes, because this came out in 2021. Like, there was a recent. And you and me, little old me. Dear Dream Studios. Okay, I can't do more. I can't do more. I fully can't. We'll save that there. We'll come back. And if it doesn't, if it turns out that that was like a 5 minute scene, we'll go through some of the other endings and see what else exists there. But I have to go because I have work due in 7 minutes, and I've been ignoring it because I wanted to finish the game. But let's see who's live on Twitch. I think Charm was still no, Charm's gone. Let's send you over to Benby. Benby's playing Uno. Do 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 do. That was really cute though. I like that. Cute. Cute's not probably not the most accurate word, but that was really good. That was really good. I can say that. I can say that. That was good. That was good. That was fun. We're gonna continue playing that. I'm gonna watch once we finish it. I'm gonna watch a ton of theory videos on it. Interesting lore of it. Yeah, I knew it was based on Eastern European folklore, but I just don't know a ton of Eastern European folklore. I know the Baba Yaga, and that's about it. All right, you guys go see Benby. I'll see you. I don't know. Maybe this weekend. The very least, I'll see you Tuesday, but probably another stream this weekend or tomorrow or something like that. Bye.